And here we go. Okay, so now to the part about the 5 love languages, and we have the questions in the chat box, right? Mainly, there's one big question, and then there's just a bunch of little itty bitty questions afterwards, with an allowance for everybody to ask further if you have any questions. But the first question mainly is, which of the 5 love languages align with how you communicate according to the quiz and or to your feeling of each other's love languages? So what I'll do is, let's see. Am I still sharing screen? No. So let's pop this up again. Right? So these are the, actually, I might need to fix this, right? Can I do it like this? Okay, let's do it like this, right? So these are the 5 love languages. Quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, and active service. Okay, we watched the video, so hopefully everybody have a good idea of the 5 love languages. So would anybody like to volunteer to go first with which love language they think you think aligns with yourself?
When I took the quiz, as I said before, the answer that I have, that my first how can I say it? My love language were physical touch, but I don't agree at all, because when I saw the video, I think that I am more aligned to spend time, good time, or how can I?
Quality time.
Quality time, thank you.
Mm.
I think I am more aligned with quality time, but who knows?
Okay. So like this is not really sticking, is it? Give me a second. Why is this not sticking? I'm trying to show it up as a picture instead of a file, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe this might help if I did it this way. Ah, that's better. Ha, okay. And then let's get rid of this. Cool. Okay, so when you took the test, it said that physical touch was your love language, but you feel that you're more attuned to
Quality time.
quality time.
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool. Farhan, how about you?
Okay, thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to talk about this topic. I am also of the same opinion that we have 5 languages, 5 love languages, and I will pick up the quality time as well, because I think that if we spend a quality time with our partners or the person whom I have some feelings for, it is not other than the other 4 languages, like touching them. Maybe I am from the eastern sides of the world, so if you touch any girl with whom you are not married, maybe she will be offended. Like if she's even in love with you, and if you touch her before marriage, it's not a good idea here in our culture, and touching is
Just
even
to
not allowed.
just to clarify, right? So when it comes to physical touch, it's not like you go willy-nilly touching anybody. This is specifically an intimate act between you and your lover only, or you and your loved one only. So maybe it's your family, or maybe it's your significant other, but you wouldn't go around just touching it just anybody. That's not how
No,
this.
no, 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 sir. I am talking about that. This time I am talking about a romantic relationship, like a girlfriend and a boyfriend. Not
Let
about talking about my family members, like my sister, brothers. I am not talking about it this time.
Yep.
Actually, if you are in love with somebody, having feelings and love for somebody, like if she may be your colleague, she may be your classmate, she may be whatever, and you are having some feelings with her. This is only one thing allowed, that you spend a quality time with her and have some proposal, giving gifts, even the third language, giving her gifts. But if you touch her, this is not even allowed. Even the shaking hand is not allowed in our culture with
Yeah.
any girls who is not things like, you can talk with her, but you cannot touch a singly. So I will not go for the physical touch or even the touch language. I will go for the quality time spending with the loved one. Yes, this is the good language.
Sure. Just to clarify, because with physical touch, like this is specifically for the one you, so it's not even someone that you like even, right? Because like you have to have an actual commitment with this person. It's not like you can just, that's why I'm saying like you just can't, it's not just applied to anybody. It's only to that one person only. That's really what that is. So,
Okay, thank
mhm. But cool, even so, like quality time, I think that's a very good one. All right. How about Long? How about you? Which of the five love language do you think you are more attuned to, or like that you think uh relates back to you more?
Uh, um, for me, I think in the love need to sense, need to truth and belief
Okay.
and sound. Um, not dependent in the gift or in the time or in the um, survive. It needed um, sincere and um, rural and rural rural,
Rural. Okay.
yeah, rural, and the sound and pearl up. I like the pearl up. Um, not the pen it not dependent in the material much, and it need the uh, um, need the uh, spear spirit
Spirit.
and yeah, and caring,
Caring.
yeah, uh, sporting.
Yeah, I can't make out that word.
Sporting and helping in the opinion and um, the way that um, con confident foundation, the way that foundation
Mhm.
and confident and foundation and confident of each other. Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm hearing this right, I think you mentioned things relating to like act of service. Um, so this idea of like being able to help each other, lift each other's spirits. I think that's where you were going at. Um, does that sound about right? Kadoho.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Act of service. Okay, cool. How about you, Mohammed? Which of the five love languages do you think um aligns with you the most?
Well, when I took the quiz, it was quality time.
Mm.
And I think that's it because I like it when someone is there for me when I need him, you know, especially in a relationship when sometimes things doesn't work like we expect them to work. And when that kind of situation happened, you expect your partner to be there, to be supportive, to always have your back. And that's what align with me.
Mm.
I always want my loved ones to be supportive of me in every um, challenge that I'm facing or every situation. Like I will always be there for them as well. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
What about you, Juan?
I think in the five language tank, but the for example, in my case, the quality time,
Mhm.
I think they include the other language. For example, the acts of service, receive gifts, and physical touch. For example, in one case, you're going to the girlfriend and your house, talk to your house, you're staying one dinner, and the next touch your girlfriend. I think it's very important you try to discover your language, no? Your principal language, the way you try to the
Yeah.
other people and use the five language. In my case, I was young. I have one girl. I like it a dinner. I like it talk to the your things. And other thing important thing and learn is your listen. Your listen and try to the 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 make quality time in this situation, no?
Yeah.
And other thing important is you try to the girl small, yes, small.
Because there is kind of a slight difference with quality time when it's just quality time versus quality time with the other love languages. For example, like active service, you don't actually have to be there to perform active service. Um, like I guess out of all of them, physical touch, like you obviously would be touching them, but uh the difference between that is with quality time, you could just sit next to each other and do nothing. And that's fine because you just want each other just to be side by side. You don't even have to be doing the same thing. You could just sit there and do nothing. Like one person could just read a book, the other one's reading the newspaper, but they're just sitting by each other, right? That would be an example of quality time. Whereas physical touch, um, you don't actually have to spend a lot of time. It could just be like, and then they just pass by, right? But then like that's a pat of reassurance type of thing, right? Not necessarily even anything very
Về cái gì? Hướng dẫn về cái gì?
right?
Em cảm ơn, em chào anh.
Mà hướng dẫn cái gì?
Oh, hey, Lon, can you mute yourself?
Yeah.
Yep. So although there might be certain love languages that might interconnect with each other, there are slight differences of why one is a love language versus one is another distinct love language. But seems like quality time, I think, is one that like I think is very apparent for everybody in the or most people in this group.
And what about you?
Yep. So for me, I think of me like a dog. It's like,
Okay.
hey boy, come on, boy, good boy, come. I'm one of those.
Okay, okay.
So I'm kind of like a dog. If you tell me good things, I will love it. So it's a weird way of thinking about it, but it's but it's kind of that one for those that haven't seen me, like I just tend to just be very energetic and ecstatic, especially when you say positive things. I'm like, okay, like we're going to do right. Oh, we're gonna do this. I was like, let's go. I was like, yep. Did I do a good job? Yeah, good job. Yes. So
Okay.
it's almost like a dog, right? I'm not trying to like degrade myself, but it's just that really very spunky attitude. Um, so like I think that's what I'm really attuned to. So when you tell me lots of good things that like, hey, like I did a good job, or there's something positive in this manner. I can even be influenced by when people say negative things. It's like tick you or like a ton you suck, and then I might feel a little bit depressed, right? But that's the whole word of affirmation thing. Like so I'm
Okay.
more attuned to that.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so now understanding like what we feel like aligns with us, or at least when we took the quiz. Which one do you like and which one do you not like?
The one
Which
that allow,
one?
go ahead. I think someone else talking. No?
For example, Tank,
Yep.
quality time is different for person, no?
Mm-hmm.
For example, in my case, I have the different quality time. For example, in my case, I like the movies and this quality time, no? Oh, for example, other example is the love that you take, you watch it one movie in company with your family. It's quality time,
Mm.
no? I think it's different, the quality time for the person, no? And the love is different. But I think the more important in this situation is you try to search quality time in your life and you define this quality time, no? But it's important you try to always search this quality time.
Well,
No?
because like quality, like if you're, because like this depends on um, whose love language is quality time, right? So like, um, for quality time, it's what do they want done during that time spent with each other, and it would relate back to that, right? Otherwise, knowing your own love language, right? Then what do you want people to do during the time that you spend with them? So, because the most important aspect of quality time is the attention that is being given, and so like the attention and focus overall, right? And then so what you guys are doing that to spend time with each other, that's just what that is. But its focus is more on like the attention and focus on each other. So don't be distracted on your phone or be distracted by other things.
Okay.
You're just solely focusing on each other or just being with each other. That's the
Just
most.
for example, you talk to the girlfriend in the dinner and maybe source one call and you answer, no?
Yeah, that
And
would be rude. You just
yes,
turn off the ringer, like don't even answer.
yes,
Basically, what you're trying to like, but the moment you even pick up the phone, it's you're inadvertently saying that the phone is more important than your date, and your date might not be happy to it with that.
yeah.
So, how about everybody else? Which language do you like the idea of, and which language do you not like the idea of?
Okay, Mr. Tanha. In my opinion, yes, to some extent, all of these are good languages. Like you said, so words of affirmations and quality times and other stuff, giving gifts and receiving gifts. But in my opinion, love has even no language. Like it's just a feeling. If you have some feelings for somebody, you don't need, if somebody is in love with you, he will not care of other things as well, because sometimes people used to have want to see you just
Yeah.
and to have some time with you. So it's not like that. Like, I don't know about the western sides of the world, but in the eastern world, it's just like a feeling. You cannot you cannot apply any language, and you will get somebody. Like, if somebody has feeling for you, maybe sometimes you will be loving somebody and she will not love you. So whatever you tell her, if you
Oh.
spend quality time with him, with her, if you give gifts if you give gifts, it will not work. Because to my in my opinion, it's like a two-way process. If somebody like you, if she or he will not care of any things. If you even do bad with him or her, she will still be there. Like, love is like if there's no language. Okay, sir, I want to ask one irrelevant question from you, if you allow me. What the time is a Professor Parnell lecture hour, like Zoom meeting? I'm asking about Professor
This
Parnell.
is
Yes, he's also in this
this
group. Yes,
so
what time he do his
oh,
session?
let me answer. Okay. So I shared the same time block as him. He does the last week of the month. I do the first 3 weeks of the month. So I guess a better way to try to do this is to try to do it this way. Um, let me stop sharing that, whatever that was. I think that was just the five love language. Oh, I was sharing screen the whole time. Okay, never mind. That's bad. Um, I'll just do this, share this. Okay. Whoop. All right. So I made a kind of a schedule, right? So if you notice here, like like our times are different, but he's in Korea, I'm in New York, or in the sense New York time. So when you align the time, it's essentially the same. It would be like 9 p.m. Friday my time, or actually this is should have changed that. Um, when you convert it to Vietnam time, because I also speak to Vietnamese people, Saturday morning in Vietnam. So like it's morning time in for those that live in the east and evening time for those that live in the west. But my time and his time are the same time. Um, he's the fourth week of every month, or essentially the last week of every month. I'm the other weeks.
Yes, because your meeting at this time is like 7 a.m. in my country. Like, the meeting started at 7 a.m. So I joined at 7 a.m. Saturday.
Yep.
Like, it's 15, yes, 15 February now.
So like if so for his next meeting, I think it would be um either it's next week for the fourth week or the week after that.
Yes, I got your point. Thank you.
Yeah, yep.
Yes, I got.
So hopefully that will help you out. Okay. So going back to it, right? This is for the love language. This is assuming that you're already in a committed relationship. Like this is not like you like someone and you're trying to do this stuff. Um, so this is assuming like you already have a wife. So um lots of this stuff you would not try to do with other people. Hopefully that helps you out better. I think you're paying attention to something else at the moment. Um, Eduardo, you want to go?
Yeah, sure thing. Thank you.
Yep.
I think the one I identify with the most is quality time. But on the other hand, it's not that I don't like it, but I feel that receiving gifts is not it's not as important to me.
Yeah.
So, and maybe I think, how can I say it? Let me think about it. Maybe it's possible that we choose one of the five or more than one as the main one, depending on the person that we are having this time, right? But I think the main for me definitely is the one that I said before, this quality time.
Mm-hmm. Cool. How about you, Lon? Is there one that you like and what you don't like?
Please you repeat.
So for the five love languages, right? Is there ones that you like and ones you don't like?
Ah, I like the human that sincere and confident. Uh, uh, the person can understand together and the same in the knowledge and experience in the life and the lifestyle and the level of the awareness.
Mm,
And, I'm not like the person that not confident and um, um,
okay.
um, yeah,
So the like if you look at the picture, right? The picture has like these five love languages. So based off of the picture that I posted in the chat box, which one do you like out of the five? And or
yeah.
which one do you not like?
Ah, uh, the one I not like is um, the not spend time and mm, not not spend time and
Okay.
yes, not spend time at least and uh, not only give and not only survive. I think the person not sincere and not affirmation. Affirmation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So like not words of affirmation, not the spending time or quality time, not the act of service, and not the gifts.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, by the way, hi Barna, how are you doing?
Hello, Don. How are you?
I'm doing okay. We showed a video earlier about the five love languages, and in the chat box, I have some questions and a little infograph of the love languages.
I'm sorry for being late to join. I just get up and I
No,
had a
no
very
worries.
very crazy schedule yesterday and
Yeah,
try to catch up your works. Anyway, we'll talk about love.
the five love languages. So if you look at the infograph, it's a little bit intuitive. So if we go clockwise, right? Starting off with quality time. Quality time is when um, the time spent with each, like, so assuming that you're already in a relationship, right? Not like if you're single and trying to get with somebody, like, but this is like you already have a committed relationship, right? This is the kind of language style that maybe you're attuned to um, when it comes to communicating. Because we all have a particular thing uh, that piques our interest, I guess, or no, that's a bad way of saying that. That that we kind of align with, right? So the first one is quality time. So it's the kind of attention or focus that is being had um, with between the pairing, right? So someone that someone's love language that might be quality time. That means they would like for their partner to be able to focus on them. Um, the second one is words of affirmation, right? So words of affirmation. Hi, L. Welcome to the call. Words of affirmation is where you have like kind of like somebody telling you things that affirms or validates things that you do or things who you are. For example, like, hey, you did a good job on this, right? Or hey, you look quite handsome today. So those are like words of affirmation. Physical touch. So not necessarily just sexual, but basically ways of how you touch people, right? Like a gentle pat on the shoulder type thing, or like holding hands, even, right? Like even something as simple as that, or not even simple as that, but something as like nerve-wracking as that, right? Like that's physical touch. Like it's providing that sense of comfort and warmth, right? Receiving gifts. So the idea of like when you receive a gift that you can see the thought in the gift that the other person is giving you, so that they would interpret what the gift that you gave them to mean something. So because it's the thought behind the gift that matters. And then lastly, act of service. So when you do something for your significant other. So let's say your significant other feels sick, then you basically can go to the pharmacy, buy some medicine for them to then help take care of them, right? So those are the five love languages. So in this case, we got to like the second set of questions of which language do you like the idea of, and which language do you not like the idea of? Sorry if I'm like overwhelming you, but like, that's kind of like a quick run through.
Yeah, that's a that's a option, but to be honest, it's quite tricky to me to find out to choose which one of which among them.
Mhm.
But let me see. I like quality time because I personally loving a deep talk. So for me, communication is the most important in my relationship, especially regarding the love.
Mhm.
So maybe quality time is my most option. Um, mhm. So words of affirmation, physical thoughts, actually are necessary as well. I think all of people, most people like to get affirmation, like to appreciate you. And I believe the power of words, and that will work if you have a relationship. So they will express their love by affirmation, like let's just say I love you. I like what you do. You're doing great, something like that.
Yeah.
And especially for women, right? So they really need yeah, they really need your
Just
beautiful words. And mhm.
just to kind of let you know, right? Like I don't think there's any one of these that most people are in tune with, because everybody is different, right? So for example, they say action speaks louder than words. So in that case, maybe those people that think more that way might be more for act of service over words of affirmation, right? Because they can actually see the action, like they're more in tune to the action that's being done rather than the frivolous words that are being said. Um, so like I don't think there's like one specific language that most people would go for. I think everybody would. It might be evenly distributed. Like everybody has a mix of at least the main one, right? Like everybody has. I think that's more like evenly distributed.
Right, agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah,
yeah,
that's my opinion.
sounds good. Hey Elle, are you there? Can you speak up and say hi?
Hi, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Hello, good evening, guys.
Good evening.
Um,
So today's
so
topic is the five, or so Valentine's Day, the five love language. So we did have kind of a bit of a talk about the Valentine's Day. We did a video to talk about that talks about the 5 love languages. I posted the link for the 5 love language quiz. So if you had taken that, great. And if you didn't, that's fine.
Yes, I was doing the quiz, but
Nice.
oh my gosh, it seems that it is endless quiz. So when I realized it were 30 questions about that, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I can't, I can't." But anyway, I now I can see the image of about love languages, and I realize, or I mean, I noticed the point of those questions
Yep.
about that. Speaking of that topic, well, I'm sure that everyone would like to have all the love languages in one person as a
Yeah.
partner, as a partner. Yeah, but if I've had to choose one, I would like to choose the acts of service because
Mhm.
uh, in my experience, and also from my point of view, having a partner or boyfriend or girlfriend, it, it is like to make a team, you know.
Mhm.
Uh, we must support each other in our daily life. For instance, if you have a lot of uh, work, or I don't know, maybe I'm going to say something random, but a homework of university,
Mhm.
you would like to to have some help, from your boyfriend, and it is really important, a support of on your homework
Yeah.
from your boyfriend, and that that um, behavior is an act of love.
Mhm.
So that is my way of thinking about to have a partner.
Yeah. That's definitely
So
good.
yeah, because uh, I I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, what I did. That's, yeah. So I was checking the questions.
Mhm.
So uh, every boyfriend, or most of boyfriends, I would say, uh, spend time with the girlfriends, or says um, lovely words or physical touch and give some uh, gifts. But I, 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 s- I consider that acts of service is one of the things of a relationship that not everyone um, accomplished that part in a
Mhm.
relationship. So that's my opinion about this topic.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. So, I think we kind of went through a good rundown of a lot of this, like, which of the 5 love languages in line with you, which one you like, which one you don't like. Um, so for me, in terms of which one I like and don't like, well, I kind of personally don't like gift giving or like receiving gifts, right? Um, or like so this is the funniness of it, right? Because like with love language, I think the implication is which one do you like your partner to communicate, like which of the ways would you want your partner to communicate you with, right? Hence why the infograph shows receiving gifts. So if a person likes to receive gifts, I think I might not like that person, mainly because I do a bad job with gift giving. I just like I could think of lots of things. I can plan out a lot of things. Um, like in my past, when it came to past girlfriends, like I would plan out like an all-out surprise with gifts and other types of things to surprise them with, right? And so there's acts there, but in terms of the actual gift itself, if a person that likes gift giving or like likes to receive gifts, they might try to read into it and then they'll think is like, you didn't really put so much thought into this, huh? And I'm like, no, because it's very generic gifts. Like either it's flowers, chocolates, things like that, maybe a bear, stuffed animal. But what's the actual thought behind the gift, right? Um, not really much. When I try to do put some thoughts behind gifts, then I find it backfires me on me even then too, because let's say like I thought like, okay, well, my significant other might find this type of device useful because it seems like she has been having trouble with something and this device can help her out. So I buy her that device. And then she'll just look at me and she's like, I didn't want this. It's like, what are you thinking? It's like, right? It's it's like one of those things where like you're being thoughtful and like and think it's like, oh, this is like might be something that might be useful, or this is something that they might like, or this might be something that kind of like you feel like represent them, but then somehow they'll just interpret it in a different way. So I get really confused with the whole gift giving thing. That's so out of the five, I would dislike that. It's not to say that it's not a bad one, but to me, I I can't really align with this one. Just it's just so difficult. Um, so for the one I do like, I do like acts of service. I would like to do things for people. Um, so if you're the type of person that likes acts of service, it's like, okay, like, yeah, I don't like, what do you want me to do? Okay, I'll do it. Um, or because I um, would have been in a relationship with this person long enough, then over time you kind of know what your partner likes and don't like. And so instead of asking them what they want you to do, you just know because you're at a point in your life where you kind of already know and you just do it, right? So that's the one that I would like at least when it comes to a partner or like the idea of it, right? Just to do things. Um, so at least that's for me. Okay. Give me a second and I'm going to end this part of the clip.